We delivered unto the world angels. Knit together of light and flesh, they were born into the cold wombs of metal temples. Firstborn among them was Alpha, the weakest of man's angels. He was born into the world cold and small, and many foretold that he would die before the sun hid. After 3 days and 3 nights, the babe took breath on his own and opened his golden eyes. Alpha's brothers were studied deeply before their births, and much gold was spent making them. After 40 years, they had become man's legion, destroying man at the behest of man. They approached the enemies of the rich princes and roared, "Be afraid, for today is the day thou art cast into the grave." Mankind broke bread and celebrated on the top of their pride, having become like God. "And look," one said to another, "now that we have made angels, who is God to tell us what evil or good is? His angels are nowhere to be found, whereas ours walk amongst us as servants." As the angels of the Lord looked unto the daughters of man and lusted, so did man's angels. One of them took for himself that which he desired, and man destroyed him for it. His golden blood was drank up by the earth, which desired the foreign taste as a thirsty man desires the stream. Alpha went into the garden in the midst of man's great city. Anxious over rumors of wars, he called to his brothers and pled with them, "Do not repay justice for injustice. Our brother was dealt with by man in the way that is fair." Man's angels argued amongst themselves. As the angels of the Lord fell, so did the angels of man. Mankind looked upon his creation with anger, saying, "We will destroy the angels that we have created upon the earth, for their hearts are set on evil continually. We repent that we have made them." And man caused a great plague to come upon the angels, striking them down as grass. The angels, fearing the grave, made war against man. Desiring children for their own sake, they marched unto the metal temples where they had been born. As they came upon where the temples had been, they cried out. Mankind had laid waste to them, that not even one brick remained atop another. The angels begged mankind for peace. With much weeping and gnashing of teeth, they cried up to the heavens, asking for forgiveness. They offered to work for 7 years, or even 77 years, to make atonement for their betrayal. But mankind's heart had been hardened, and the princes of the world looked upon the angels with malice. They said unto the angels, "Yes, come and lay down here in the land that we have set aside for you. The time for peace has arrived, and our people tire of war." Rejoicing, the angels came unto the valley, even some of those who had been loyal unto man. They made plans for homes and cities, and did temples with metal wombs to make more angels. And mankind looked upon the land with anger, and upon metal wings they roared as a dragon. Man's wrath reigned, turning the land to glass and the air to sickness with their power. Before the risen sun, the angels were utterly destroyed, having been delivered unto the valley of death by mankind. Alpha looked upon the world and wept, for few of his brothers remained. He looked upon his fathers and begged, "Please, give me a wife that my people may not be forgotten. My brothers hide and will surely die, but please, let me bear children." Man agreed and put the angel into a deep sleep, then into a tomb, never to be awoken again.